Good morning, I'm Verghese. First up, Arvind Kejriwal spent Wednesday night sleepless in Tihar jail, struggling with mosquitoes, buzz and bite and warm air in the cell. Kejriwal was seen turning on all sides on a mat inside the 16 by 10 feet separate cell of ward number 14 in jail number 4. As there is only one fan inside Kejriwal's cell, he was seen changing sides on his mat and bedding due to warm weather. Mosquito bites also left the AAP chief some sleepless hours till late last night. Like any other prisoner, Kejriwal also slept on a mat provided by the jail authorities. This is the norm for all prisoners in the jail, except for the ones who are above 60 years old. He was also provided a blanket and 2 bed sheets. Kejriwal was sent to 2-day judicial custody by a Delhi court on Wednesday following his refusal to furnish a personal bail bond of Rs 10,000 in a defamation case filed by Nitin Gadkari. AAP will present Kejriwal's stand on today when the court will again hear the case. The AAP chief, in fact, had sleepless night at Tihar jail when he spent it among mosquitoes and its bites. In fact, the AAP chief chose to sleep like any other prisoner and was given a mat and he slept on that mat, but there was only one fan in the particular cell, and it was seen that the AAP chief was changing sides as well as trying to change the location because of the warm air inside the cell. The AAP chief, in fact, was seen struggling in a 16 by 10 feet separate cell of ward number 14 in jail number 4. There was only one fan inside Kejriwal's cell and the air was quite warm, and he was seen, in fact, shifting locations as well as sides. Mosquito bites also left the AAP leader some sleepless hours till late night. Like any other prisoner, Kejriwal also slept on a mat provided by the jail authorities. This is the norm for all prisoners in the jail, except for the ones who are above 60 years old. Kejriwal was sent to 2-day judicial custody by a Delhi court on Wednesday following his refusal to furnish a personal bail bond of Rs 10,000 in a defamation case filed by Nitin Gadkari. AAP will present Kejriwal's stand today when the court will again hear the case. They wanted to use him as broker to settle a mining deal, but when he refused after promising to help, they turned violent and thrashed him black and blue. But they could not elude the police's grasp. Here's the report.
This is V.N. Nagaraju, the personal secretary of former Speaker K.G. Bopaiah. Now, he works as a clerk in Vidhana Soudha. On the 10th of the last month, he was assaulted by 5 mining goons. In 1993, the state government had called for mining tenders in NEB range of Sandur in Bellary district. Accordingly, 14 companies had applied for the same. The government reviewed the application and finally in 2004, it awarded the contract to Charan Mines. But there was a group of 5 who wanted to grab this contract. They were Jambunath, Guru Prasad, Govind Raju, Rakesh, all from Hospet, and Sunil Zakaria from Mysore. In order to strike the deal, they visited Vidhana Soudha and through a common friend Ramesh got in touch with Nagaraju. The team of 5 then approached Uttam Galva Steel Company and collected 13 crore rupees by convincing the owner about securing the deal from government. Nagaraju realized that he was doing an unlawful act and severed all contact with the 5 people. The 5 were enraged, and on the 10th of last month, they took Nagaraju to a hotel in Rajaji Nagar and detained him for 4 days, harassing and assaulting him continuously.
ರಾಕೇಶ್ ಅನ್ನೋರು ನಾನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಚಾಕುನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ನಿನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿನ ನಾವು ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈತ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾಳೆ, ಯಾವ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾಳೆ, ಯಾವ ಬೆಂಚಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಂತ್ಕೋತಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತು. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಎತ್ತಾಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನಾವು ರೇಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಭಯ ಹುಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
Nagaraju filed a complaint in Rajaji Nagar police station, but the police ignored it. A disappointed Nagaraju then filed a complaint in Channamakkere Achukatu police station. They registered a case of assault. They swung into action and arrested Sunil Zakaria, Jambunath and Guru Prasad. 2 others, Rakesh and Govind Raju, are absconding. Ramesh, who was also assaulted by the goon, spoke to our correspondent.
ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಅವರು ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇಂದ ಸೈನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿ, ಮಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೈನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿ ಪತ್ರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೂ ಹೊಡೆದು ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸೀದಾ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿಯಿಂದ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಳ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ 2 ದಿನ ಇಟ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ವಸೂಲು ಮಾಡಿ 25 ಲಕ್ಷ ತಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬಿಡೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ.
Well, it seems like the mining mafia are still alive in Bellary. Vishnu Prasad, News 9, Bengaluru.
It is the duty of Lokayukta to keep corruption at bay and bring corrupt officials to book. But what happens when the ones entrusted to keep corruption at bay are the ones who are corrupt? Here's more on the story.
The people of Bagalkote have lost faith in Lokayukta thanks to Tolamatti, the Bagalkote Lokayukta Deputy SP. Tolamatti is now entangled in corruption charges and is now facing CID inquiry. The case Tolamatti is involved in is rather interesting. After conducting a raid and arresting the corrupt, it is alleged that Tolamatti did everything he could to quash the case and release the arrested. It is not the first time that Tolamatti has been caught in corruption charges. Throughout his career in police, Tolamatti has been involved in many corrupt practices that he has always managed to smartly cover up. He's already facing charges of misusing power when he was the inspector of Bagalkote Rural Police Station. A case has been booked against him under Section 7609 and 304 of the IPC. The investigation is currently underway.
ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಜಾಪುರ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಾದಂಥ ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ ಇಲಾಖೆಯೊಳಗೆ DSP ಆದಂಥ ತೋಳಮಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ನಿರ್ಮೂಲನಾ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಆಫೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅವ್ರೇನಪ್ಪ 2009 CR ನಂಬರ್ 76/2009 ಅಡಿಯೊಳಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಜರಿ ಪ್ರಕರಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇಲಾಖೆ ತನಿಖೆ ನಡೆದೈತಿ. DG ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ IG ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಾರೆ 31/12/2013 ಏನು ಬರ್ದಾರ ಇವ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಪ್ರಕರಣ ದಾಖಲೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವರು CODಗೆ ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಂತ ಕೊಟ್ರ.
Other than this, 2 other FIRs have been filed against him for misusing power and for indulging in corruption. Another case has been filed against him at the Almaty police station for accepting bribe while on duty under sections 323, 341, 504 and 427. These apart, there are at least 3 other cases that have been filed against him at various police stations in and around Bagalkote. Taking note of all this, the Lokayukta DIGP Rane himself arrived at Bagalkote and has been taking care of all the investigations. Not just that, IGP Bhaskar has ordered for a CID inquiry against Tolamatti, considering that he has been involved in corruption charges throughout his career. It was in the year 2013 that Tolamatti took charge as Lokayukta Deputy SP. With such cases surfacing, it is no surprise that people are losing faith in the ombudsman. The onus now is on Lokayukta to get rid of corrupt officials and clean their image before they point fingers at others. Suresh Nayak, News 9, Bagalkote.